Hey y'all, let me tell you why it is so important to consult God concerning any and everybody you date, anybody you let around your children, anybody you allow to come into your home, let alone come into your life. I met this guy online and everything started happening so fast, y'all. Like, he was love bombing me. And I didn't even know about the whole love bombing thing. I feel like this is like this new term that just came within the last year or two. Everybody started talking about this love bombing stuff. But basically, somebody who was just showing you all the attention and giving you all this, just admiration and on you. Like, he was on me, okay? Not physically, but he was just, saying all the right things and just, seeming to be like husband material, right? But this was really before I really got a chance to get to know him, being with him, spending time with him in person, because remind you, this was like a long distance thing. But we was on the phone with each other all day, all night, FaceTiming. Like, it was, we was always in communication. And, it felt right. It felt good because I got this man who, is fine. And, he's saying all the right things and he's showering me with all of this love, right? So, and then we would eventually get to the point where we were, I was coming to see him and whatever, seeing each other. But God will warn you before you get serious with somebody. Even in the beginning, God don't waste no time. He will. And then you have to ask God. Sometimes we are afraid to ask God, like, Lord, is this the person for me? Is this the person that you want me dating? That you want me getting serious with? We have to start learning how to ask God, consult with God about the people that we are trying to form relationships with. Now, I didn't necessarily do that in the beginning, right? So I'm still dating him, months is going on or whatever. And I fasted because, mind you, this man asked me to marry him. We were prepared to pretty much elope, just have this, wedding, go. We didn't need the big wedding. I don't even care for like a big wedding. So I'm like, when he asked him, like, all right, we don't have to have a big wedding. We could just literally go to the courthouse and, like, scratch all the planning and spending all of this money on a wedding. Let's invest that money in a house, okay? So the wedding is really for the people. We'll just have a reception, a nice reception, and have a nice, big reception or whatever. But like for the marriage part, like, let's just go. And so it was kind of a rush situation when it comes. He's bringing up marriage. He's bringing, like, I'm letting him meet my family. Like, he was about to go and meet my dad and ask my dad and for my hand in marriage. Like, all of this, like, planning everything, right? And it was happening fast. So that's another thing. When a man is so in a rush to marry you, you need to raise a red flag, because it's like, why you want to rush it? You know what I'm saying? Like, what's the rush? And most of us women, we want marriage, so it's like we'll ignore all the red flags because marriage, what? Like, I want a husband. Don't be in a rush to marry anybody before you consult with God. Now, sometimes things can happen supernaturally where you fall in love quickly and it is all God. Yes, it is possible. But if you are not seeking the face of God in order to know that this is God, with prayer and put fasting on that thing, then you really don't know. It could be your heart, right? And remember, the heart is deceitful. Who could but know it? You know, the heart is but wicked. Who could but know it? You know, so our hearts will lead us into a life of destruction. We have to truly get into the presence of God and find out if this is the person for me. Lord, is this the person that you have ordained before the beginning of time for me to spend my life with? So I didn't do that, right? Like I said in the beginning, but you know, time went on, and then I was like, you know what, let me fast on this, because he had some vices that I wasn't so keen on. Like he did smoke, and I used to smoke, but I'm no longer a smoker and none of that, you know. So the fact that he's still smoking, he was like, I'm gonna quit, you know, I'm gonna quit, da da da. No, this person needs to be, if they need to be already finished. Don't let them say, oh, I'm gonna do this or I'm gonna do that. It needs to be already in process, like you have already quit. So I was trying to give him time, because you know, when you love a person, you want to be paid, like you see the potential in a person, so you're like, oh, let me, you know, work with him. Okay, so I was trying to work with him. I was trying to give him time. Like, this date turns into this date, the next date turns into the next date. No, don't fall for the okie doke. So, you know, he did have those. So I was praying and I was fasting for this man, and I'm just like, Lord, help him with these things, help him with this. Then, Lord, is this the person that you even want me to be with? And so I had a dream. So God will quickly inform you. So I had a dream that when I had went back out there, like he did some shady stuff to me, like, and literally the exact dream that I had is exactly what happened when I went out there. Okay, like God will warn you. He will warn you. And when I fasted, after the fast, oh my God, this man acted a fool. Like, he was starting to act up. Like, I was starting to see his true colors months in, like, you know, 6-7 months out, none of that. But months into the relationship, I started seeing, after I fasted and prayed, I started seeing, oh my God, I'm about to marry a monster. Somebody who really won't be able to provide, take care, hold the house down, hold the home down. He ain't what he's claimed to be, like all of these things. And God was warning me in these dreams. And my God, if I hadn't have fasted, if I hadn't sought God's face, if I didn't seek God, I would have went down a road of complete just heartache and frustration and betrayal even, you know. God will try to protect you from all of that if you just hone in with the Lord. Get into his presence, get into some intimacy with God. Open up that Bible, pray, and fast, especially when you are in a new relationship and you want to know if this person is the one that God wants you with. It is so important, because the devil wants you to be linked with the wrong person. The devil wants you to have a counterfeit for your spouse. He does not like the union of marriage. The devil does not want you to be with the person that God has created you for, and God has ordained before the beginning of time for you to be with. The devil don't want that. So he will send a counterfeit your way who says all the right things, who does all the right things, you know, who look good. You know what I'm saying? It will be all of the things, right? For us, both men and women. She gonna be it, you know. But she may not be that one. He may not be that one. You have to truly ask God, Lord, is this the person? And a lot of times we don't do that because we don't want to know the truth. And God will not, he will not force you to want to know the truth. But he would love to prevent you from heartache, to prevent you from that lifetime of trouble, of pain. He would love to keep you from that. But you have to seek him, get into his presence, and find out what's his will. What is the Lord's will concerning this situation, and we can use this for any aspect of life, not just relationships, for any area of your life. Just seeking God and, Lord, is this what I should be doing? Is this where I should be living? Is this where I should be moving? Is this the business I should be starting? Is this the job I should be taking? Any situation. But I'm telling you, I don't know who this is for. Be careful with this man or this woman that you are now beginning to get close to. Seek God to find out if this is the person that he wants you with, because he is trying to save you from a lifetime of heartache, a lifetime of pain. Because some relationships you don't just bounce back from. Some relationships can make you lose your mind. Some relationships can make you lose everything. But God will still be there to put the pieces together, but he's trying to prevent you from having all those pieces broken. So I don't know who this is for, but seek God about this person that you are now falling in love with. Seek God. All right, so I love y'all. Share this with somebody, because somebody need to hear this. Okay, I love y'all. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and I will be back.